Hello and welcome. I'm Nancy Gentle Boudrie. Thank you so much for joining me here on YouTube. Today's gentle reflection embraces the concept of letting go of strong negative emotions like self-condemnation, judgment, shame, guilt. These strong emotions, negative emotions, that really hold us back. But one 7-minute meditation won't liberate you from these strong emotions. What I encourage is showing you an exercise you can do to help you release these emotions. I also encourage writing a letter to yourself, accepting everything that's ever happened to cause these emotions, any life experience, anything you've done, and own all the emotions that event stirred up or caused or you experienced in the aftermath. And tell yourself, this is a part of my story. It may be a very private story, but it is a part of the person I am today. Accept it, see it for what it is, and do your best to release those emotions. So this letter that you write yourself, I want you to make sure that you speak very unconditionally, non-judgmental, and forgive yourself for any humanness, lessons you might have learned, and you're ready to let go of the shame, the guilt, whatever that strong emotion is. And really encourage yourself to accept and love yourself unconditionally, and really step into that, cultivating that higher capacity, that higher capacity, that higher spiritual self. You're drawing from something greater than yourself when you are in this state of being and writing this letter. I would encourage you to connect prior, make sure you're in the zone, if you will. And then this exercise that I want to do with you now is kind of a healing exercise after you've written this letter and spoken these loving words to yourself as best you can. And if you can't, you want to take it step by step. But try to write this letter, all the emotions, all the feelings, but with a spin of, like unconditional love, acceptance toward yourself, and feel a deep, try to cultivate a deep sense of compassion for self. So let's close our eyes, connect to the flow of our breath, and bring our attention to our heart center. And imagine a beautiful, brilliant light here. See if you can do that. We'll stay silent for a moment. Breathing in and out, drawing from your team of light beings, your source energy. Feel yourself connecting to that, and then bring that awareness to your heart center. It's like you're fanning a flame and you're encouraging that flame to grow stronger, brighter. Now, can you imagine taking that beautiful ball of light and passing it to any person that comes to mind, heart to heart, soul to soul? Take the physical structure out of it. See if it's almost as though it's just a being of light. And you're sharing soul to soul. Think of like namaste. The spirit in me bows and honors the spirit in you. You are passing this ball of light. You can either take it in your hands and imagine placing it in their chest, or you can imagine telepathically transporting this ball of light into their heart center. But again, I don't necessarily want the physical structure. I want you to take that out of it. We are rising above. We're seeing this from a spiritual perspective, light to light, soul to soul. You can also take this ball of light and put it in an experience that comes to mind. And imagine turning that moment filled with light. Okay, this is a very emotional exercise. I just did it this week for myself. It creates a lot of emotion. So be very gentle with yourself. And if it gets to be too much, then back out. But this is something that, like I said, you're not going to do and heal everything in the 7 minutes or so. But you're going to do this activity with yourself until you feel a sense of lightness and cultivating that higher spiritual self of you, the light that's within you, the divinity that is yours. You're awakening it, and you're releasing the shame, the self-condemnation, the judgment, these heavy, lower energies. Embracing the divine that's within you and awakening so that you can transform the planet just by your presence. But in order to do so, you must release these strong emotions like guilt and shame. They're strong. And they might be surfacing for you as they were for me. But I recognized it. With no judgment, I knew it was time to let it go once again. You think these things are cleared, but different aspects trigger and bring it up again. And write this when you're writing. And then when it was done, I ripped it to shreds. You can burn it. And then I've been inviting this light-filledness to stay with me. I hope this will help you. I'd love to hear feedback. Let me know how it goes for you. And in this moment in time, soul to soul, light to light, I am sending my light to you for the strength and the courage to do this exercise. And the spirit in me bows and honors the spirit in you. Namaste.